coming back to me. I feel as if my memory is paralyzed.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember?
I don't know.
Go on. Wait a minute.
Oh, good morning. Wait, no, that's not it. It's good afternoon. It could be good morning for you. How you guys doing? Sorry about the irregular streaming time. We got our couch. We've been waiting for a while for this thing. We're only waiting for our fridge now to finally make its way to our kitchen. February, I think, is when that one's gonna come by. So when that's technically very soon, but I think like mid-February is when we're gonna have probably hopefully the last kind of interruption, or not really interruption. It's the last delivery. I guess it kind of interrupts a little bit, but pretty flexible. So we're here. And I'm making up for missing out on this morning stream. we're gonna hang out and draw some hands and feet. I got a bunch of hands. Sorry, I got a bunch of feet today, so we'll probably do mostly feet, and then we'll begin a, I don't know, like a color study as well on something. Yeah, I guess let's just let's do some circles. Let's get that thing down. Yeah, they delivered the couch. Couch is here. It's great. They didn't have the hardware for screwing on the little legs for the couch, so I had to go out and drive to the hardware store, find the right bolts. I'm not too savvy on that, so it took me some time, but I did find the ones that fit. Drove all the way back home, put the fucking couch legs together. Couch is all set up, so I'm pretty happy about that. And now I'm gonna draw some feet. You know, after you put a couch together, you're like, what do you do? Sit down and enjoy the couch? No, you draw feet. After you screwed the feet to the bottom of your couch, you go and you draw real feet. That's how it goes. What am I talking about? Let's do some circles. Yeah, this is what we did yesterday. I think that I could probably push this further, but I don't think that I'm not invested in improving. I'm not improving. What? How do you speak? How do words happen? I think I hit the mark that I was trying to hit with this. Not completely. These fingers look really funky weird, but let me just say I'm moving on. Let's just say that instead. On to the next one. Let me see. I like these. I wouldn't mind studying those ones for color, and this as well. It has a lot of nice value range. That would be great. But first, here, let's go ahead and turn that off. Turn that off as well. Let's do a couple circles here. Let's warm up. Let's get that brush. Loosen up a little bit. Honestly, I feel already kind of awake and having done things today. I feel a little bit more alert. Okay. Less and less each day. Remember when we used to spend like 15 minutes just doing circles? It's crazy. Actually, that's a lie. I've never done that. Never ever. When I took an animation course, the one course that I talk about, the only course that I've ever taken, they are one of our instructors was adamant that we did circles for 15 minutes at the beginning of each class that we had with this person. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. To me, that makes sense if we didn't have any other class before that. Maybe, but 15 minutes of doing circles, you're now you're just like burning stamina. Now you're just burning energy, right? Anyways, it was the same doofus of a instructor that I always complain about because he was the one that stuffed his crotch, who was just a fucking loser. Whoops! Wow, that's it's so easy to hate this guy because he was just an awful human. Anyways, shall we move on? Shall we move on? Let's go ahead and pull up the first foot. I guess the first two. Let's do this. A little bit bigger here. And let's see if we can add a little bit of value range to help us draw a little bit, or see more information a little bit better. Maybe just there. Maybe that's fine. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Yeah. No. Let's crop this. Let's crop down to there. There, I think that's all we really need to see. Alright. That heal. So these lines are they're meant to be kind of placeholder measurement kind of lines. Their intention is to eventually be erased or not completely relied upon. I think I say it almost every day. Just getting something down to get started. And of course, you don't want it to be abstract, especially if you're doing an actual reference study. But at the same time, you don't have to have them be the final mark that you're making. I hope that makes sense. You know, we use the straight lines, the kind of enveloping, and then you refine your enveloping of straight lines, adding in a little bit more straight lines to make it appear like it's kind of like a, I guess, polygonal? It's a little bit like you're adding more polygons. If we're talking 3D, right? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's just even more confusing. Let's angle down more. Hey, Amarelia. Nice feet. How you doing? How you doing today? Yeah, we're gonna be drawing, I think, feet all day. We'll start out with doing like a couple of these sketch line drawings studies, and then I think we'll move over to doing like a color one like we did with the hands. With the hand study there. This one yesterday. Had a lot of fun with that. I think we'll continue on with that kind of approach, which is just not really an approach. It's just draw a little bit and then paint one. That's that's the approach. Ooh, wow. How'd you come up with that unique approach, Derek? Ooh, wow. Can't imagine. You think they look like Rockwell hands? He has a lot of like knuckles and a lot of tons of colors in his hands. That's a compliment. I'm saying thank you is what I'm trying to say. That is a huge compliment. I would love to do some Rockwell studies. I don't think I've ever done one in the past. I think we've done like Leyendecker and anybody else from that time period. So this comes down there. And I think I want to grab that, raise this up a little bit more. Probably need to rotate foot here. Let's take a look. Make sure that we don't. This foot looking a little too big. A little too big. So this comes up to about halfway, and ours is about a third. Let's keep this around here. Over a little bit more. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, it's the toe. That comes to a little bit smaller. Let's try that. Damn, these are like some feel-good tunes today. Love it. How am I? I'm great. You know, I had a busy morning. Had to run across the town to, or I guess village, town, city to pick up some bolts for our new couch. It wasn't shipped with hardware. So the movers were like, do you want us to take it back? I was like, no, just leave the couch here. I'll go get some bolts. Thankfully, they told me roughly what size to look for. Because I don't think I really give off a vibe of this guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to tools and hardware. You know, he is a tool, and something about intelligence and hardware. I don't know. There's probably some type of connection there. Pretend I said something that insults my intelligence. Oh, Derek. What is that called? It's self-deprecating humor. That's classic. But after that, came back home. I skipped a part. I went to the hardware store, found the bolts that I needed. Eventually, I think I was there for about 20 minutes or so. I had different sizes. I brought one of the legs of the couch with me to try out the bolts. Nope. Ah, okay, and then kind of progress from there. Found them, bought them, came home, put the couch together myself, and then here we are. That's kind of it. Good riddance, though. I'm glad that we have the couch. It feels like we now have access to one of our rooms again to make use out of it. Our living room upstairs, which will be nice in the mornings. You know, I think that's happening at the right time too. You know, we've lived in this house for, well, since the beginning of December. So not a whole lot of time yet. But we're pretty much quarantined to those individual rooms that we would normally go to, right? Like, Caroline works from her office pretty much the entire day. I work from my office pretty much most of the day. And then it's like, that's kind of the only rooms that we see. You know, it's very easy for it to feel, you know what? Adding one more room is probably not going to change that much difference. It's going to be nice for a bit, and then I think the novelty of it will wear off, and then I go, well, got a completed house. Now to go back to that one room that I always sit in. I don't know. I'm just complaining about nothing, really. It's going to be great. It really is. Especially once we have our fridge. Pix Games, thanks so much for... Was that you? Who was that? That was indeed Pix. Thanks so much for the follow, man. Internet being. what's a word to cover all genders? You? Thanks, you. Because I don't know, and it's you know, it's kind of one of those things where it's you don't find out until you're told. Someone corrects you. Anyways, new setup. Sorry, I haven't been on this site for a few weeks. It's this setup. What you're seeing here? You mean my purple light? Yeah, I purchased an LED strip. Hung it from my ceiling, my unfinished ceiling. Looking good, right? Looking good. Jimmy rigged light system. I do eventually plan on getting something that is, legit. Once this room's finished. And I honestly don't know when that's going to be. I'm in no rush to finish this room. As long as I have access to the internet, have a place to work that's nice and quiet, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think we look at where this toe is in relation to other foot. Try and find out where these toes are going to be landing as well. And I think we still need to move. Yeah, we still need to move the heel down a little bit. Is that what I need to do? Yeah. That pinky toe here, not the pinky toe, not the pinky toe, not the pinky toe again. That goes down further. Okay. Let's be careful with this ankle. Let's get closer a little bit more. This comes down here. It's a little bit more narrow. Make this a little bit bigger. Are you streaming with something else? Nope, we are on Twitch 100% currently. I was hoping to try Picardo. I think that they are about to, maybe have already. I haven't seen any news on Twitter. Picardo is basically going to be upgrading their entire everything. Hopefully for the better. It seems like they ran into a pretty big issue, I think on the turn of the year. A couple days before, they were about to launch a new Picardo, and then they found that issue, and I think that's kind of, it put the brakes on the entire thing. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to do our NSFW stuff over there, and be able to do anatomy studies without Twitch being inconsistently Twitch, you know what I mean? Is here Luke? Anyways, yeah, that's where I would like to also stream, but that's pretty much it. We had some fun over at Behance, I think back last year. And if they ever ask me to stream for them again, I will. I would absolutely love to. But that's a contract, right? So that's of course. Of course I would love to. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that they're going to pick me back up. And that's totally okay with me. That's also totally okay with me. I don't think that I'm PG enough for their demographic. I think they want yeah, I think they just want like family-friendly stuff, and I say penis way too much. So even when I don't say penis, I think I think that they're expecting me to say it. Penis, see? But yeah, we're exclusively, for the moment, Twitch. Which is, it's not really about the platform. It's more about this is home, right? This is where I don't know. I think I enjoy streaming on Twitch the most, which there's really nowhere else to stream art other than, like I said, Picardo. Is there any other streams? Is there any other I don't think there is. I really don't think there is. Specifically ones that would allow for nude anatomy studies. That's all I'm really looking for. You know, Twitch, it's not gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen on Twitch. I would be blown out of the water, and I'll go ahead and I will eat my own ass. No, I don't think I can do that. I'll say that I can eat my own ass. Let's just say that I'll eat my own ass if Twitch ever lightens up on their archaic anti-nipple regime that they enforce here. Pixel. Pixel. Is that another streaming site? I've never heard of Pixel. Pixel. Pixel.tv streams. Streaming on Pixel is free, easy, 2x multi-streaming is free, up to 9x multi-streaming, and more premium subscribers. What does that mean? Combo! You can get a combo by streaming more than twice in a row? I don't know. Now that the dust is settled, want to flex your character design? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna follow them on Twitter. Play fan. That's awesome. So, can I draw nipples over there safely? I think so. They retweeted someone's ass. It was a furry's ass. They're someone's too, guys. Of course. Just joking. Awful humor. Yeah, I'm thinking they might be. They're the same as Picardo? Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you for, Wega, thank you for letting me know. Pixel. Pixel TV. You hear that, Twitch? I'm not promoting it, I'm just talking about it. Fuck. I might have to try that out. Thank you. Because like I said, that's what I was hoping we would use Picardo as our little naughty place. According to Twitch. Because if you're not allowed to stream the content on Twitch, you're safe to stream it elsewheres. I read that in the terms of service. And immediately passed out because terms of service are so, like, just resident sleeper, man. There should be... We need to make a change that PR language and fine print type language should be only viewed by those who have the essential degrees to understand it. right? I think it's fucking not for common folk to read that shit, because they're gonna read it, get fucking confused from all the loophole languages that they use, and be like, I'm signing my soul away. Yep, didn't know I did it. You know, it's fucked. It's completely fucked. But, you know, buyer beware. That's basically it, right? I don't think fine print should be allowed to screw people over. You know, it should be plain English. Then you can screw them. Then you can screw them over, or whatever language. This is common tongue. For that area, I love saying that, common tongue. Strider. Just reminds me of Lord of the Rings. Hello YouTube. Yeah, I could stream on YouTube, but I don't think that's the. There might be a time for when that happens. It really depends on Twitch. Not that I know any insider information. It's just like, if you take a step back, look at what Twitch is doing and what they're not doing. It's just an eventual. It's gonna eventually give out. You know what I mean? There's only so much bullshit. Anyways, most of you guys probably don't even understand what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna move on. I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts at Twitch, and a lot of those parts don't really. How should I say this? Consider the other parts as well. Maybe the more stationary parts. I don't know. What kind of metaphor is that? Yeah, that's this foot. Too long. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, like that. Let's flip. Flip it. When you guys flip horizontally, do you guys... I'm gonna find the right words for this. Do you guys... Like, this happens to me. When I flip, do you guys hate yourself immediately? Or does it happen gradually? I just hate myself immediately as soon as I flip. Every time. I'm just gonna assume that you guys do as well. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Passion. Oh, by the way, I should probably, I'm the worst marketer. I do not have a marketing bone in my body. But my commissions are open. I just opened them, I think, this weekend. I am taking, I guess, emails for information on my commissions, their prices, terms of service. I have a Google Doc link on my Twitter. If anybody wants to take a look at that, that's where they can find it. Here, I'll provide the link. Socials. If you're interested, you can take a read, have a look over there, read through, and then reach out if you're interested. There you go. Self-promotion completed. It's just, it's something that's always felt weird to do. But I guess it's something that's very much part of what I do. I don't know. It feels it just like always puts a bad taste in my mouth whenever I have to talk about myself in a non-negative way. You know, when I'm not shitting on myself, you know what I mean? in a joking way. You know, self-deprecating humor. Love it. Some people say it's bad for you. I'd say, no, it keeps you humble. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. You know, it's... If I'm gonna make fun of somebody, it's gonna be me and nobody else, right? I don't know what the fuck people are going through. It's not fair for me to just quickly look at their situation, plug them into a stereotype, and then regurgitate some insult or something. It's just so boring and so easy. So it's I don't know, maybe it's not easy, but it's just boring. And it doesn't feel good. It's not, you know, putting somebody down. It's so like elementary school. You know what's fucking awesome? Lifting somebody up. Oh, that's fucking badass. That's fucking badass, right? Someone's down, not feeling too good, having a hard day. You're like, hey man, I'm here for you. I got you, don't worry. It's gonna be alright. And then they're like, fuck man, you're a badass. You're like, yeah. I saw this internet stream of this guy. I couldn't tell his age. He looked like he was either 80 or 12. I don't know. He was drawing feet though. And he told me to help you out. So here I am. All right. I just blacked out. Did something just happen? I don't know what just happened for the last 15, 20 seconds. Okay. Let's do the feet thing. Do the feet thing. Now, baby. Here, let's go here. Grab that, hit Control T, move up to the top of Photoshop, next to the word interpolation. Pubic. There's this icon, this sad Windows logo. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, God. Do you want a sad Windows logo? No or yes? You just click it. Ignore everything I just said. Click that thing. Hit Control H to hide this grid. So I'll tell you what this grid does. If you guys are unfamiliar with what's happening, this is kind of like a quick warping tool, much like Liquify, except not intensive on your computer, or as intensive. Let's do that. Maybe a little bit. I just wanted. Something like that, and then hit enter. So it's about saving time. You know, it's hopefully. He says as he erases everything eventually and starts over, which will happen from time to time. Here, let's lower this a bit. Maybe not like that, maybe this way. Or maybe not like that either. Jesus, it's like... Just sever the legs, Derek. Yeah, that foot does still feel too big. Let me grab, actually, Yeah, let's do that. Go down to like here. Erased. have to try that out too. Love to do Cookie Cafe studies, and that would be it. That'd be, you're absolutely right, Amarylio. That's like, we could pick the fucking Cookie Cafe study to do, and I wonder if I could have that on screen. I think as long as I'm not making money from that stream, I can pretty much show whatever, and then maybe just delete the VOD. It's so complicated now. Streaming's got so many more red flags now than ever before. Which I get it. It's a matter of time, right? That's you know, a thing. Okay. Here, let's flip back over so I can not draw over my hand. Get that lowered, maybe. A little bit. Oh, this foot feels too big. Better now. So I got a question about Clip Studio. And maybe this is like a Windows issue, not necessarily a Photoshop issue. And maybe this is a me thing. But a lot of the time when I'm switching back and forth from the brush and the eraser tool, I have to spam the button. It's like it doesn't really always register. You know, and if I want to go back to the eraser, I'm like, you guys probably hear it, right? My point, why I'm even mentioning this, is that sometimes I end up drawing a line thinking that I've selected eraser, aiming to erase something, but then I end up just drawing more pencil line or paint or whatever. Does that happen in Clip Studio? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm pressing the button to use the B, to use the brush. I'm pressing the B button to use the brush. But yet the eraser's still selected, and then when I go to actually make a line, thinking I have the paintbrush selected. No, I just confused myself. Fuck it. You guys understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, well... never had that happen to me? It's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. And I think what it is, it's probably me. It's probably literally me not waiting long enough, like a microsecond longer. You know, I think I'm just trying to switch too fast, and when my stylus is near the canvas and trying to make a mark, it kind of just cancels the command. I don't know. Anyways, I hope that's not a thing in Clip Studio. I'll find out eventually. When I purchase it. Maybe that's another reason why Adobe doesn't like me anymore. Well, I can't say that they don't like me, but I think it's pretty much a safe bet. Yeah, anyways. Keep talking about Clip Studio. I think I even did it when I was over on on Behance too. Yeah, that could be the ticket. Alright, and moving on a little bit closer. You know what? We don't need to put the jewelry. Toenails. You're blocked? Which is weird because I just found you. Where? You're blocked from what? From, Twitter? You're blocked? I have you blocked on Twitter. Is your, handle the same as, your username here? That's weird. Is it Waga Draws? You're blocked. Why are you blocked? What the fuck? I don't know, dude. I'm scrolling. You don't have any shit on here that's... The only stuff that I block is racist, shit like that, you know? Like just fucking... political garbage and... racism. That's it. Weird. I don't know. I certainly didn't. It must be something to do with Twitter. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but I just unblocked you. That's really weird. Very, very strange. Like the only thing that kind of is similar to that is like on Twitch. Sometimes I'm randomly unfollowed some of the streamers that I follow. They just stop showing up on my list. I don't know. I have no idea. I know someone added me to a few block lists or whatever reason months ago. Okay, whatever. It's in the past. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. In Clip Studio, you can hold down E and release to revert back to your primary. Can you do that in? Can you do that in Photoshop? You can! Or can you? Oh, wow. That's weird. That's going to take a while to get used to. Because by default, my finger just goes right back to B. So I'll hold down E, do the thing, lift. Yeah, it's going to take some relearning. Okay, all good, dude. Yeah, my apologies. We're fucking internet. Terrifying. No idea how it works. You can also switch to transparent brush C and back with C. What the fuck? Is this in No, that's crop, right? That's something that's really, really cool. Painting with transparency. Hold on. I'm trying to think of how that works. Maybe I shouldn't think. Yeah, that's it. I'm just not gonna think. Oof. That usually saves some time. Some heartache when I just stop thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that's my strat. Something confuses you, just stop thinking about it. Thanks, Derek. Oh man, just so much. That's good life help. No problem. Okay, all right. I want to get this toe flat like that. I love how it's kind of mushed there. Really gives that sense that, well, there's weight, contact, surface contact. What was that movie from the 90s? Contact? With Jodie... Was it Jodie Foster? Is that who it was? Man, that movie was so good. It like fucked me up as a kid, and I loved it. Completely fucked me up. You guys know what movie I'm talking about? Contact? Crazy. This is a good one, man. All right. Like, Arrival is great. Arrival has like a completely different tone to it. But it's so interesting how hopefully this doesn't really spoil anything. The movies have been out for what, 30 years almost. Contact has. And Arrival's been out for what, 5, 10, 50 years? I don't know, I can't remember. They both do a time. They both have like a time element, which is really, really interesting. Maybe not so much time, but maybe just like... Yeah, I guess time. Fabric, time, space, time, fabric. I don't know. See, there we go, thinking again. Let's just nip that in the butt. Alright, so that's probably... No, we need to fix this. Let's fix this, and then we'll call this one. Cause I got a bunch that of feet that I want to draw. I got a bunch of reference, and I want to draw them. I don't know if that sounds more weird or not, but whatever. Yeah, let's just move on from this one. Let me take a look now. Got some feet. Looking at my feet. Ooh, yeah. Okay, these ones are good. Did we draw these ones already? Oh well, whatever. Let's do a little bit of balance adjustment for this photo. Control L pops up this little window. These little... I always think that they look like some type of house. This is like pointy roof house. And each one represents light value. This is house of light value. This is house of gray value. And this is house of dark value. And they live in the land of levels. Anyways. Fuck. Wow, Photoshop lore. Shit, how did Photoshop exist? While King Adobe ruled the land for a millennia, Then he divided his powers into 3. Okay, alright, that's just... fuck. Okay, I think that's better. A little bit still washed out in some areas. Tone that down, maybe with this? No. That. Still a little bit washed out, whatever. Let's just go back there. And no. What if I just adjusted this? Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Pachuco clip has the color picker and a transparent under the box. It's so interesting. Arrival, yeah, Arrival's fucking awesome. And Contact is great. Yeah. What's up, Chris? What's the difference between male feet and female feet? That's a male. That's yeah. So basically, there is anatomy, bone structural difference. A male feet tend to have more pronounced joints, knuckles. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe to, I don't know. Fucking, when they kick them in the nuts, they can, fuck it, I don't know. Kick more nuts? I don't know. Because they have bigger feet? Better coverage of the nut kicking area? You know? Alright, whatever. I don't know. So that's just fucking draw feet. Yeah. Alright, coming down here. Coming on down here with the feet drawn. Here we go. Okay. So, that's the top. That's the instep. That's the heel. Coming back up. Baby cow. Get that a little bit thinner. Ankles are very, very thin. So this is a lot straighter. And it's so interesting what our minds do when our heads are positioned slightly off, right? What we think is a straight line at a 90-degree angle isn't. It's not even close. You know, I'm looking at where I put down these lines, and I'm just simply looking at the reference. I can tell that I was completely off. Simply because I had my head tilted. All these things kind of add up to help with accuracy. You know, making sure that I try to make sure that my posture is good, and that my head's not doing something, I don't know, fucking drifting. Tokyo head drift. So that my lines do appear to be straight and hopefully correct. Okay. So we saw this. I'm taking that kind of from two things, really. I think we did one the other day. Yeah, this one. This was kind of interesting. These, like, leggings kind of helps with finding... It can, I think if I put them up to here, that might help with figuring out where the toes go, too, right? Anyways, that's what it's just reminding me of. And another thing with the hands, too. I think we saw, when we were looking through Pinterest, I think we saw something like that, right? Like this is the middle knuckle, or just the head of the middle knuckle. And that's another way to kind of find where your fingers go. that thing. So it's kind of the same, maybe. So like I'm just trying to travel, I guess, kind of like just up the edges here, where the toesies connect, and then turn them into a mitt, right? You know what I've always wished I had, and actually I think it's eventually going to happen, is a nice elderly man's wheezing laugh. Without coughing, because it always makes me cough. I think I just need to train, maybe. I just need to train. No water drinking. Only exhale for one entire day. What else can I do? Eat broken glass. Bourbon, cigarettes. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this old man wheezing laugh. It's the last thing I do. Alright, let's erase whatever the fuck that is over here. Let's get rid of that. Like one of those laughs that starts silent. Needs to be longer, right? Yeah. Bowling pin legs. Yeah, let's move this over. So I'm using like all this area in here, right? All of that stuff to kind of help with measuring as well. The positive space is just as important as the negative space when it comes to looking at your reference for accuracy. And I'm not going for perfection. I'm just going for, hey, those look like the feet that are next to those feet. You know what I mean? That's kind of it. God, that's going to take forever to get used to. Might as well start now. That's so weird. Zenith's just like rewriting my brain on how I should Photoshop. That's a big change. And I did it. I just hit the brush button. My finger is just hovering over E. Oh, I just pressed it. That's the. Okay, and I did it again. Okay. Fuck, I did it again! Oh my god. Just don't move your hand. Just glue it to this fucking button. Okay, good. Eraser, holding E, letting go. That would be... Here's another thing that would be great for Twitch, is... I think one of the, like, point features... The point system that Twitch has. One of the cool things would be for somebody to buy out the ability to not use a certain tool for a certain, like maybe 30 seconds, a minute. Like if somebody was like, hey, fucking, I'm spending 15,000 points. You can't use erase. You know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Hello? Hello? 1 second. It was Obi. Not. He's getting a little bit restless, I think. It's not his food time yet, but it will be in a little bit. So I'll have to run upstairs and do that, but I think we're good for a little bit. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I can't use Control-Z. And there's probably other things that I could come up with, and you guys could come up with. That'd be something kind of fun to incorporate. And that's like dropped off there, I guess. Keep that. Okay, so his heel. This is where things kind of look like they're getting a little bit washed out by how bright the light is. Come down to here. Over here. That's kind of strange right there. You guys sell any stonks lately, or buy any stonks? You guys getting in on this? Everyone's gonna be a billionaire this year, I think. Sounds about right. Or, you know, we can change your name to Elon Musk and Alex. What's his name? Not Alex, but what's Bezos? What's his first name? Buttface Bezos. Now I'm insulting. First of all, I insulted Twitch as a whole. Now I'm insulting the guy who owns the planet, essentially. And by the way, if you guys, here's another tidbit. If you guys aren't familiar with what Twitch Prime is, sorry, Prime Gaming, because this is a video gaming broadcasting site, by the way. Photoshop the game. You can help stop Bezos from getting more money by linking up. This is something they don't want you to know, and this is something that they don't promote anymore. It's ever since Ninja happened, right? You can link up your Amazon Prime with your Twitch account. You get one free sub to any partner, any affiliate, and then Bezos doesn't get that $5 that he would inevitably get, because you have to renew it every month manually, right? You have to renew, and that's the ticket. It's when you normally subscribe without Amazon Twitch Prime Gaming, you can set it to auto, but with Twitch Prime Gaming, whatever it's fucking called, you can't do that. So you have to do it manually every single time. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Unless you want Bezos to be richer. Which, I mean, it's kind of inevitable. He just owns everything, right? I guess now it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the richest motherfucker. Something doesn't sound right. I don't know, but man, are you guys following any of that GameStop stock nonsense that's happening? I shouldn't call it nonsense. A lot of people are getting probably crazy rich. Other people getting crazy poor. I don't know. It's all very confusing. To what am I? I'm a plebeian, a little pleb like me, little non-numbers folk like me. Feels like right there. This ankle is like super low. Yeah, okay. And then that comes in. Okay, all right. And this one feels too big too. Piecing it together, guys. Trying to. Right, let's get the toesies. Yeah, I called them that again. What are you gonna do about it? I'm fucking leaving! Well, there's that as well, yeah. Toesies over here. And another one right here. This guy. This one's a little bit further back. Let me get that one. Looking a little bit weird. The angle of the dangle. There we go. Flatten that out. It's looking still weird. Do I have coffee? Don't. Yeah, Robinhood. I saw about that as well. It's like just another way for those hedge fund motherfuckers to get the last laugh. Because they own that, right? Don't they? Robinhood, from my understanding, that stock app is what it is. I think it's just a way for you to organize your fucking stock, sell, buy, whatever, on your phone. It sells your user information to hedge fund motherfuckers, right? So they kind of see what you're doing. I guess it really doesn't matter when you're just kind of meme buying and selling, but I think that they blocked people from buying and selling. It's like, I don't know too much shit about all this that's happening. But it sounds like these stock folks, the normal ones, the ones who call it their day job, whatever. It sounds like they want to have their cake and eat it too, right? It's like, no, this secret was ours. We're the ones who are supposed to get rich. You know, and it's that. It's literally that's what's happening. And then these, I guess, Redditors and I don't know where they're communicating now, because I think all their subreddits got closed down or something. Discord, I don't know. But that's basically why they're doing it. It's kind of like a we're gonna beat you at your own game. And I hope it goes on for a good while. I really do, until some type of proper regulation is in place. So it's just not like beneficial to the in crowd, right? Because they've been doing that for fucking decades, centuries. They're just fucking doing their stock shit, all kinds of corruption. We don't know about it because we're just like, it's stocks. What do? You just buy, sell, Anyways, I still really don't understand it, but I like to think that I have a general take. I don't know. I think I remember hearing they want to try and this could be incorrect, but they want to try and get it to $420.69 and then close on that. That could have just been someone memeing, but that would that'd be fucking awesome. Nice. Blaze it and nice. Stonks. Blaze it. Nice. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Which is fuck you. You know, just fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate that shit. And that's partly why I'm so disappointed with Twitch as well. You know, it has nothing to do with stonks. It just has a lot to do with not practicing what they preach. And it's fucked because it creates this weird power dynamic. And even though like streaming's supposed to be mutual, it's supposed to be like Twitch provides the platform and the service that helps maintain that platform. We provide our content on that platform. You know, it's a symbiotic fucking relationship. But it's not anymore. It's like, if you're not one of our favorite streamers, you're fucked, kind of thing. And if you want to show your spread out a noose, well, you better be attractive. Because if you're not, you're gonna get banned, probably permanently. And if you are, well, we'll let you come back in 3 days. Did you guys hear about that? Did you guys hear about that one? Pretty wild, dude. Pretty wild. Maybe I'm not understanding something on that one, but do you guys want to see my stretch out ass? Okay, I'll see you in 3 days, right? Okay, we're not doing that. Parasitic, yeah. Let me catch up with you guys. See what you guys are saying here. Robinhood fucked us. Robinhood's still closed. Still can't buy or trade any, because they were offering, weren't they offering, like, you get 1 free stock? And everybody was making new accounts and getting a free stock? Isn't that basically what? They did it to themselves at the wrong time. So the timing was perfectly wrong for them and perfectly right for everybody else to get a free stock by registering to Robinhood, right? So aptly named. So perfectly named. It's so... the corrupted Robinhood, right? The inverted Robinhood. Palpitated... I just love that word. Palpitated Robinhood. Turned inside out. Doing exactly the opposite of what Robinhood does. They're looking to drive the crash up the chain to prove a point. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. But it is like, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Yeah, not about the money. It's about sending a message. Did I tell you guys I saw that movie 12 times in theaters? Okay, well, I saw that movie 12 times in theaters. And sometimes I just stayed till a certain point and then I fucking left. I think I had a lot of... I was young, and I had money that I just didn't need to save, apparently. Do you guys remember those times? I don't either. Being not money conscious is, I don't know. Something you experience when you're a teenager for a little bit. Or younger, I guess. Or whenever you get your like first job. Getting your first like paycheck. It's a good feeling. You know, especially when you don't really have any bills and you still live with your parents. That's like, live it up. Live it up all you can, right? I'm very fortunate. I had parents who, they respected me for spending my money on what I wanted to spend. So I never really got into trouble because it was my fucking money, you know, from my job. But they were, they did remind me, like, you know, you can always save that. You don't always have to spend that. You can save it. And I should have. But hindsight, right? Hindsight is a shitty year. Alright, let's get this toe fixed a little bit more. Too high up, I think. Okay, so maybe that needs to come down a little bit. Yeah, I can leave that out. Right, let's get this toe. little bit shorter. This one does the curl. And this one also does the curl. The pinky toe is it's very common for it to kind of be shyly nuzzling this other toe. A very common kind of pinky toe position. I'm scared, I'm gonna cuddle you. That's what it sounds like, in case you wanted to know. Oh boy. Hindsight is PTSD, oh boy. Yeah, it's a lifetime of trauma. Mental trauma. That's pretty sad. Because it probably is. And I just feel so fucking bad for frontline workers, man. Much like with back in 2001, was it? Yeah, 9/11. What the first responders had to fucking go through the years that followed, and didn't really have, a lot of them just fucking died from cancers, like various cancers from inhaling all the fumes at ground zero, all the chemicals and just everything floating through the fucking air, bits of debris. A lot of that shit can be kind of like little tiny spores that when you inhale them, they kind of lock themselves into your lung, into the what do you call them? Is it lipids? Whatever it is, the fleshy bits inside of your lung, where normally oxygen would be absorbed into your bloodstream. Those spores come and they just lock themselves into your lung, and then that's usually where cancer cells can grow. So it's not that, I don't know, it's just fucking, COVID isn't a spore cancer-inducing virus, but it's certainly something that attacks our neurological system, or cardiovascular system, everything really. So there could be fucking long-term side effects later on for some people, not everybody. Really depends on other conditions, right? But there was a point to all this. What was I trying to say? It's a shame. It's a fucking shame that some places in the world don't necessarily have systems in place to protect those who need to do the protecting, right? Did they have asbestos in the towers as well? Of course they did, right? Yeah. Yeah, so like mesothelioma is a fucking real thing. That's what killed my father. And he never really, well, I guess he did. He used to help refurbish, I think like when he was like 23 or something like that. He helped refurbish like mobile homes and stuff like that. So taking them apart, stripping the walls and the interiors, insulation, as well as I think they put asbestos in brake pads back in the day, and he used to always have his head inside of a fucking, what do you call it, the trunk, the fucking engine trunk, the front bit, the hood. Fuck, I don't know. The part where the engine goes from, as well as changing tires and brakes and stuff like that. So, as well as the fucking high school that he went to, in Moncton, New Brunswick. The Moncton High School got closed down for asbestos. It's just fucking everywhere, man. It's fucking everywhere, that shit. But back to the point. The point is just like, I hope there's some type of, I do hope the frontline people get special treatment. You know what I mean? Because it's fucking heartbreaking, the shit that they have to go through and face on a daily. I don't know. Maybe it's different for people who are already working in a healthcare environment compared to first responders. I don't know. Maybe. No, that doesn't make any sense. See, I'm trying to fucking. I'm trying to use rational thought to justify why we're not protecting those who protect us. Who watches the Watchmen? Predators. Predators watch. Found the answer. Predators. They're the true protectors. Reddit's gonna make everybody rich. We're all gonna wake up and just have like 20K sitting in our bank accounts. Or more. 20 bajillion. How about that? There you go. Why stop there? I think I can grab like right here. Maybe. Alright, maybe we will do the painted one now. We can get started on that. Fuck. No, I gotta finish this one. This one feels still funky. Hedge funders don't like little guys going to doing the same thing. Yeah, it's an ego and a pride thing. It really is. And people who are doing this it's to show a point that it's not fair. It's not registered. They do this kind of shit behind closed doors. Even senators, like what's her face? The fucking soulless congresswoman who tried to run for Georgia. What the fuck is her name? Doing behind closed doors. There's an actual technical term for it. Stock exchange money, buying things behind closed doors before markets even open. That's a federal offense, right? That's like a Loeffner, yeah, whatever her fucking name was. Fuck, just these like puppets, just spineless, like vapid airheads, man. Inside trading, thank you, Zenas. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and that's a federal offense, right? You get locked up for that shit. But nope, not Loeffner, not people like her and everybody else in these fucking what do you call them? Fucking stock. Anybody who's wearing a suit over there. I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? I need to get on the Alpha Brain, man. Maybe my just like it'll help me download more RAMs in my brain. Pretty new and still learning myself to write. Yeah, me too. Me too. Missed the GameStop one and decided to go in on AMC. That's right. It's up. The last time I checked, it was 200% higher. And they're doing that with what? BlackBerry is also another one that they're pumping into. AMC, Blockbuster, GameStop. There's a couple other meme kind of stocks stonks that people are getting riled up in. And yeah, from the outside, looking at this stuff happen, it's interesting, man. You know, I think a lot of people, including myself, are just like, what the fuck? What's even happening? Kind of understand it. What does it really mean? And what's going to change after this? Nothing. Hedge fund people still going to be hedge funding. Funding their hedges. Wee, fun. This is our billions of dollars. You can't have any. It's a free market, but you can't have any. That's probably the point. Right there. Right? It's a free market, but you can't have any. That's not how it's supposed to be. The rich people are supposed to get rich. Not everybody. Stonks. Be rich or fuck you. Oh yeah, I was also gonna say that loaf, this loaf. She's about as intelligent as a, well, maybe not. That's an insult to bread. Her husband, who's just even worse than her, being just like a complete monster, only thinks about money. He owns the actual stock exchange, right? I can't remember his fucking name, but he owns it. Like, he bought it for like billions of dollars or a crazy amount of money and owns the fucking whole thing. And then his wife does this like insider day trading or whatever the fuck, gets a quick couple, like what was it, 15 million, something like that? I don't know. And then I think they did something like more recently as well, and it doubled all their profit, and now they're billionaires, right? So they became millionaires, then they did some other shit, became billionaires, and now they just get to fucking sit back and relax, I guess, and live a happy soulless life. I don't know. I don't know how demons spend their free time. Wishing they had more money, I guess. Maybe that's what they do. Okay. That's fine. Okay, this one. I think I'm going to paint this one. Let's adjust it a little bit here. Let's get it down to like maybe here. Let's do some Control L stuff here. Levelslandia. Is that what I called it earlier? I don't know. Something's wrong with me. What am I doing? Just cancel that and restart. Control L. No, not brighter. No, let's get rid of some of those darker values. Ugh, trimmer. I can't for the life of me figure out what I want to do with this. I want to press some of that value, not all of it. Wow. No, that's definitely not what we do. What if I do... isn't there one that's like... midtones? Or darker? Yeah, no wait. Increase contrast. Oh, cool. Maybe that. Lighter. No. Okay, well I guess we'll just paint the, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it's not a good one. Let me see here. Could do those. Yeah, let's do this one. This one might be a little bit more boring and safe. Let's do that. Are they gonna be high enough resolution? I think so. I think so. Maybe it's a little too dark. That. Yeah. Okay. Okay there. And I'll go and get some coffee, and then we'll come back and get started on this. I guess you can just look at these feet for now. Yeah, this one is a little bit longer. Let's go with that. Yeah, this is bigger down here too, right? So easy. It's so easy for me to get sidetracked by the things that I want to do and by the things that I get sidetracked by. All right, I'll be right back. Get some coffee. Okay. GameStop went down 120 last I looked. Okay, so they're probably not going to be getting the 420.69 then, right? Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can move everything here. Just up a little bit. Who was the lady that said something like, Hitler had one thing right? Oh, God. I remember the quote she used from him, but I was super generic quote. She didn't have to quote Hitler to get her point across. Mary Miller from Illinois? Yeah, that's pretty messed up. That's pretty fucked. That's fucked. That's really fucked. That's like, you need to be monitored type of, like, fucked up. I think in Canada, I think our government is in talks now of calling officially calling neo-Nazis domestic terrorist group, and that's what they should be. You know, any fucking organization, any group that gets together or tries to promote some type of genocide just because of a fucking your fucking skin color, yeah, that's terrorism. That's fucking awful. Let me here, government of Canada. Let me just go ahead. Oh, it's because I'm the 50% of Canadians who are slightly illiterate. Is that why they won't listen to me? Anyways, I think that it's going to go through. I think that they're going to... Because I think they already call white supremacists national terrorists. And guess what neo-Nazis are? Assholes. Anyways. Here, let's crop this one. I don't know, man. It's just like, that should have been done after World War II, in my eyes. Like, I don't... It's like, how do you miss that one? How do you, like, not... Why is it... What? Like, it's so fucking confusing. Why isn't... Anyway, the humans are so strange. Especially the ones that are put in positions of power. Oh, man. But at the same time, I would not know what it's like to be somebody like that, to have that responsibility. That's got to be just... My head would implode, I think. I'm pretty sure. Either you have to be really stupid or really smart, right, to be a politician. Just look at Boris Johnson. First of all, his name's Boris. And Johnson, I guess that's also very phallic. But not that Boris is. It's just, it's kind of like a, you know. I relate the name Boris to, like, someone who's a little bit Boris-like. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, man, I like to dig myself into the ground. What I like to do. Some of the bullshit that I say. Alright, I can see a little bit of an ankle here. We can use this ankle strat. Ankle strat. Fans out. Big toe. He's out a little bit higher. Wait, okay, brain, slow down. No, I think that's off. Funny how we call out the trash and they get offended. Yep. Like, okay, we're talking about racist beings, pieces of shit, and you're getting offended. Good to know. That's it. That's really it, right? It's unfortunate that well, they haven't been called out. Well, or maybe they have. They're just so... Money is everything, right? It's power. I'm gonna go feed my dog. I'll be right back, guys. Obi is fed, so hopefully he'll probably just pass out after he's got a full belly. Okay. Fucking love this song. That. A little bit higher up. Make this a little bigger. Alright. Catch up with you guys. If you tell a big enough lie, tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. This is a good one, yes. Sadly, very true. And it's so quick how truth, in fact, in the last 4 years, became like amorphic. Like it came, is that a word? Amorphic? It came like shapeless. Like whereas before, if something was fact and something was true, it's like that's the way it is, you know. There's no alternative fact. Which that was one of the most mind-blowing sentences early on. Is we oh my god, we're exposed to that beautiful little gift from another complete psycho. What is it? Julianne Conway? Is that her name? Who literally looks like she's like an agent of Satan. You know, like she fucking... People who look like they're dead and dying, that aren't actually dead and dying, are probably evil fucking people. Like Mitch McConnell looking like one day he was like turning into, I think like an undead WoW character one day. I remember seeing him speak and he had just like bruised eyes. I think someone just kicked his ass. It's just really like he probably just had his shit pushed in from one of Trump's cronies. Oh boy. Man, it's like the entire world is so just desperate for its next breath, just like a sigh. Just needs a moment. You know, just the world just like, give me 15 minutes. I need a break from all this bullshit. Sadly, you can't really do that, right? Anyways. Okay, alright, so come here. These toesies. Flatten that a little bit more. That needs to come back up. Has the stunk market opened? Is it oh my god, there's a question I never thought I'd ask. What's is there any updates? Can the stonks still go down and drop and move or go up, even though they already rang the bell? To summon the closing of the stonks? Summon. To close the stonks? Like the ringing of the stock bell summons the stock beast. And he just like, he shows up in a cloud of smoke and just pukes like bitcoins and dollar bills all over people. And just disappears again. I am the stonk. You are rich now. Kellyanne Conway, she's just fucking posted topless pic. I heard about that. I just couldn't believe that that's something that happened. Like, my brain won't allow me to believe in that, Zines. Here, I'll draw you a picture of what Kellyanne Conway looks like, okay? It kind of looks like, what's that? American Dad? It's kind of what... Oh, it's kind of, what's that, Alien? There, this is Kellyanne Conway, guys. It's literally what she looks like. That's her hair. And this is her uploading inappropriate pictures of her own fucking 16-year-old daughter to Twitter. And the weirdest thing is later on, they all came back and announced that they're all working together to, like, we're not going to courts, we're not suing each other, they're all just a happy family. You know, sometimes a daughter's mother is a mother's daughter too. I don't know. They all use some weird fucking bullshit. They're all fucked in the head, man. They're all just completely, anyways, that's her. That's Kellyanne. That's her right there, man. You know, if she wants to take that photo, that drawing and turn it into her Twitter profile picture, Kelly, you go right ahead. Fucking insane person. Let me see here. It's so crazy, man. Who does that? Who fucking does that, dude? I missed that when I saw the video of her verbally and mentally abusing her daughter, though. Yeah. Yeah. Her and her husband need to be just fucking, I don't know, man. These are situations that are only relevant to this current time in human history, too. It's these fucking rich, spoiled millionaires. Are they billionaires, too? I don't know. Fucking... We're so tired of being in the headlines. Just fucking don't be psychos, then. To each other. Your family. Oh, boy. You guys remember the 90s? How different things were? Like, shit was so boring. Shit was just so fucking boring. I don't know, maybe it's all, you know, depending on your age, depending on what's going on in the world. Sometimes you're not in sync with that. You're just not you don't care. You know, you're thinking about fucking the not fucking. You're thinking about fucking Pokemon. You know, you're literally and literally. You know, when I was 12 years old, that's all I wanted to do is just catch Pokemon and draw anime. I didn't care about anything else. So I would like to know if that's the same for the generation growing up with this nonsense, right? Like they probably don't. There's probably I don't know. It's hard to say. The internet is what it is, right? It's a resource that everybody fucking has. How aware is that generation? Are they just trying to fuck Pokemon too? Sorry, are they just trying to fuck Pokemon as well? Is that the proper grammar? Hey Google, how do I fuck Pokemon? I'm sorry, Derek, I do not know the answer to that. Stop asking me. Every day, he asks me how to fuck Pokemon. Do you think there's a real doll of, like, who's the hottest Pokemon, guys? Machamp? Do you think it's Machamp? Who's the Machamp's got the bod, right? And I'm only talking about first generation. None of this randomly discovering other continents with random new Pokemon. That breaks my immersion. There's only 151. And that's it. Period. Period. $152 because missing now? I remember I caught a missing now and then it just corrupted my fucking... it corrupted my file. Didn't really matter because I think I had both Pokemon Blue and Yellow. Yellow came out after Pokemon Red and Blue. Charizard is probably hottest. Get it. I get it. Because of temperature. That's a temperature joke, by the way. That was a temperature joke and a adult joke, which is a sex thing. Sex. That's what adult jokes mean, by the way. It's usually about sex. What is it about? Say it one more time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, 16-year-old underage daughter is what she posted. Her own mother put that on Twitter. And then said, I think there's a video of, I can't remember the daughter's name, but she does I think a Instagram live story reel thing, I don't know what they're called, and says that's not a photo that she herself has taken, that's on her mother's actual phone. So either someone gave that photo to her somehow, or her mother took a fucking nude photo of her own daughter. Just for that purpose, just for the purpose of wielding it. It's like, haha, I've exploited you. Look at me, your mother exploiting my underage daughter. But yet, no one's gonna arrest her, I don't think, right? Because of, I don't know, because of fucking, I don't know. Because justice, I guess. Because that's only affordable to those who want it, I guess. I don't know. We live the timeline, man. This timeline is just so much fun. It's a good one. Non-stop. I mentioned the 90s earlier because just like it's such a contrast. At least it feels like it is. Oh, I got coffee too. Ooh, feels good. When you could run around the neighborhood with your friends when you were 6 years old. And I could do that until, like, past dark when I was a kid, man. And then I remember playing in my neighborhood, probably a couple blocks away from my house, and just knowing that other families were, like, doing the same kinds of things. It's just it was just, you know, I guess that was also before the internet as well, right? What an interesting... We had a really interesting upbringing. Being one of the first generations to have the internet and to also not have it. You know, playing outside was very much a thing. I don't play outside anymore, sadly. as much. Maybe because it's winter right now. But I hope to do some outside playing. I got a nice backyard I'm pretty happy about. That I'll probably never use. No, I'll definitely use it. For Obi. Obi, my greyhound. I can't wait to get a fence. Can't wait to fence this shit in. So he doesn't run away. Not that he would run away. He's just, I think with greyhounds, once they're sprinting, man, it's like they need to get it out of their system, and then they'll stop. So probably about like 20 minutes, we'll have to catch him. I don't think he'd go very far. But I'm just not gonna even try it. He's not familiar enough with this area yet to have him off leash. Things you wish you could tell your neighbors, or particularly one of our neighbors who just they moved in and it's just like off leash right off, just immediately, just like, all right, go fuck off, go bark at your neighbors. Yeah. Okay. All right. There. This loopy thing. Sandals tucking in there. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, is that okay? That's that toe, and then silently sweeping through here. This guy. Not making sense. Clearly muck, yeah, he's definitely. I mean, you wouldn't need lubrication though, right? So I mean, that's good. That's, you know, it's pretty. You know, it's pretty good. That's pretty good if you're, you know, with muck, right? Come on, you know. Because his cards sell for hundreds of dollars. Yeah, yeah. Charizard's got that money, and he's probably got that thick, hot tail, right? That's what he's got. Tail also means something else. Ass. So he's got a thick ass? Sure, I guess that's what I'm saying. Yo, Charizard, he dummy thick though. Oh god. Cringing at myself. Sorry. Alright. Yeah, okay, this feels a little too long, so let's grab here. Make the feet just a little bit. Adjust. Yeah, man, I think a lot of people are probably learning about stocks and stuff, knowing what shorts are. You know, outside of a summertime setting, people now know what shorts are when they refer to stocks. You know, it's a short-term selling of stocks, and then once that time is completed, no matter what the price is, those people need to buy their stocks back at that price. Something, I don't know. I guess I don't know what shorts are. Well, you know what? I'll stick to the summer attire. That's my shorts. And then like puts. What, shorts and puts?
It's gonna be hard to do. It doesn't matter.
Put your shorts. On? I don't know. What's here? Go there. Oh wow, okay, so that comes up. So it needs to be lower a lot. Lowered a lot. Lowered a lot? Lowered by a lot? Maybe that. I think I could thin out the toes a bit. Guess it exists the same way gravity exists and you feel it. Can't remember what we're talking about. I'm sorry, Chris. I'd like to stop living in a historical event. It's a very historical time, isn't it? You know, first for a lot of things, a lot of bad things, and that sucks. You know. Okay, I see. Speaking of bad, I see something here. Enter the secret Photoshop code. Down, left, up, right. Maybe start select. That feels a little better. Swoop that? Yeah, swoop that in. This down here. She's friends with Bezos. Unbelievable. Actually, it's very believable. You know, these fucking slimy, rich white fucks being friends with other slimy, rich white fucks. Yeah, I totally believe it. Actually, that's actually extremely easy to believe. Sadly. Just reminds me of that old photo. I think it's like Ronald Reagan, Nixon, a bunch of other old Republicans just like laughing. They're all just like, ha 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 ha. Just like that keeps flashing in my head. Describing kind of like what we're going through. I guess it's, you know, it's not exactly like that, but. Okay, all right. I apologize for always talking about politics and other random shit like that. I know it's a it's a topic that I've even said I don't want to talk about anymore on the stream, but it's kind of like it's been at a place where it's just too important to ignore, you know, for a while. And I think that there's a long road ahead. I think I might be ready to start adding flat values to flat colors here. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If it's especially if it's related to what I've been doing here. The floor is always open. The floor? Sure. Is that a little bit of another toe behind this one, I think? I think so. Hard to see. AOC just said she's jumping on Twitch tonight to discuss the stonks. Yeah. Yeah. I'll definitely be checking her out there. Yeah. I usually pop into her streams and see what she's talking about. It's nice to... I don't know. It feels... You see people like AOC and... You know, they're very much progressives. I don't know. It's gonna take either more AOCs or a lot less old white men. And I have a guess what's gonna happen first, but I don't know. It's just we need some young blood making some choices for the future here. For all Americans, or sorry, for all humans, basically, you know. Believe it or not, a lot what the U.S. does has a drastic effect on pretty much every other country, right? First world country for the most part. Yeah, it's like, is America even considered one? It's like, holy fuck. I'm sorry. You guys have been through a lot. I apologize. Probably make sure of both, yeah. She's, yeah, interacting, and I saw her, with, some NDP representatives up here in, Canada, one of our political parties. The NDP, it's called the New Democratic Party. They are probably the most progressive. And as far as I can recall, they've never had they've never had their time in the light. There was a couple years ago, I think back in like 2006-ish, with what was his name? Jack? Was it Jack? Who he died from cancer, unfortunately, just as they were making fantastic strides across Canada. But he unfortunately passed away, probably just as there was a general election happening, or an election. But he, what's his fucking name? Is it Sinch? I can't remember his first name. Anyways, he was, I think they were playing some Among Us, with AOC and Hassan and a bunch of others. That's cool. You know, it feels, it truly unique to feel somewhat, I don't want to say represented, but to be able to relate, even if it is just with video games and Twitch, to people who are actively fighting for a better country. You know, it's cool in a very adult kind of way to feel represented. You know, because up until this moment, everybody's just been old. You know, or the young ones kind of, I guess usually it's like 40-year-olds, I think, are typically like the youngest to get into any type of Congress, Senate, House, whatever. But the motherfucking, one of the senators of Georgia is 32 years old. That blows me away. It's just like when younger people do just supremely adult things. And it's just like, I'm sitting in an unfinished basement talking about foreskin, and I'm turning 36. You know, it's what happened? What happened, Derek? What did you do to yourself? Oh boy. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. She's interacting with the up-and-coming base. It's good thing. Very, very much. Yeah, so true. I like people that understand basic anatomy, science, and the internet. Yeah. Yeah. That's another, like, mind-blowing thing. Yeah. Imagine believing in alternative facts? Is that what? Holy shit, dude.
What was that?
I don't know. It was a weird time in all of our lives. No, that was Suicide Lobster. The Suicide Lobster? Thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. Okay, let's plop in some colors underneath these lines and get things ready for paint. Okay, so let's find a local color. Local color meaning, what is the color of the object? Let's go with like a mid-tone, a little bit more pink in there maybe. Something like that. Maybe a little bit lighter. Let's go with this. Is this on the... Yeah, of course. Of course. There we go. Wait a minute. What's happening? Okay, that's the layer that I want. No, this is the... Okay. Photoshop's hard. Reaching the youth vote like MTV used to? Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think MTV... The people who used to watch MTV are probably too busy watching TikTok or Maybe, I don't know. With MTV, I don't think a camera stayed on one person for more than like 3 seconds. There's always just like a quick edit. There's always like a quick cut. Everything's cutting. Everything's always, you want to see this thing? Too late. It's gone. We're going to look at this other thing for 3 seconds. Oh, we got to rotate the camera. Spin that shit, you know? Like, it's just, it's got to be lots of shit happening all the time. And you know what? I watched that shit too. It was good stuff. Like, what's on MTV? Like, some Roadhouse Rules, something like that. Like a reality show. No wait, I didn't watch that. That was complete trash. I don't think I watched anything on MTV really. Maybe Beavis and Butthead back in the day. What was the insult comic dog? What was his name? He was sometimes on MTV. For me to poop on. But he was also on like Conan a lot too. Love me some Conan. Conan's got a couple of shows in the works or coming out soon, I think. How many shows does Jay Leno have coming out? Fuck that guy. Fuck Jay Leno! Job stealing Jay Leno! Alright, let's get this a little bit lighter. Maybe something like that. Okay. Yeah, because it's Jimmy Kimmel. Well, this was back in like 2009. When Conan was supposed to take over Tonight Show. Jay Leno was retiring, I think. And then he's like, nope, debated, came back, wanted his own show back in his old time slot, bumped Conan back, I think, was it like half an hour or an hour? Which changes the whole point of why you want to be the host of Tonight Show, because you're at a specific time slot where a lot of people are borderline passing out and looking for something to watch, right? Like if something starts at like 12:31, for a lot of people that's just a little bit too late. And that's the time slot that Conan had for years on the, what was it, late night? I think that's what it was. I haven't watched actual TV in fucking years myself. I think the only time that I ever see like actual commercials in television is if I'm visiting Caroline's parents, and that's it. You know, we don't have cable, and when we did have cable, it was a waste. I didn't watch it. There was some shows. I mean, like there was some shows. No, there wasn't. No, other than watching. What are some of the shows that Caroline would... She would record some. A Bachelor. Sometimes Bachelor is really funny and good. What's the other Bachelor show that I fucking love more? Because it's just got all kinds of awesome things happening. The beach... When they're on the beach, Paradise Island. Is that what it's called? Paradise Island? That's a hoot and a half right there. It's all the rejects from all the other seasons. They all just get them to hang out together and drama ensues basically on this nice tropical beach paradise for them to fuck each other on or to not. I don't know. But it looks like a sweet vacation. Surrounded by probably morons, I guess. Sorry, I don't like people. I don't like people very much. Other than you guys. Everybody's here. You're fucking awesome. Everyone who's not, sucks. And you know this. This is a fact. Right? Because you know that you're fucking awesome. Right? Pat yourself on the back. I'm awesome. Everybody else who's not here, guess what they're not doing? Patting themselves on the back. Why? They ain't you guys. That's why. Okay. Does this guy ever paint? No, I don't. I really don't. Do we want to click that on? I think we eventually will. So let's copy it. No, let's just get rid of this then. Yeah, this is quicker. Control J that. And then delete. And now it's on its own layer. Good. Clip that onto there. Duplicate it. Clip it onto that one as well. And then we'll need to go back through and adjust some of these edges if we really care that much, but why am I saying we? You guys, here, hold this. Here, hold that. Do something on the canvas. Here, I'll just look. I'll be over here. We don't have that technology yet. Actually, we do. Do we? No, I don't think we do. We have other similar programs. I guess we could technically draw together, but I don't know how well that would work. You know, one of those shared drawing boards, whatever they're called. I used to go onto these old like anime forums that had a lot of artists, and this was well before I was even planning on becoming an illustrator or anything really. But I remember seeing they had these, like, I don't know if it was HTML coding or whatnot, but you could do this kind of like painterly pixel art inside of these small little squares, and it was always just mind-blowing to see how well some of these artists use those tools. And I can't remember what it is, like what the fuck that was. And I think you could watch them live paint it too. Like it would, maybe there's just a play button and it just recorded it, but I remember it being very pixely type of like paint. But I think it just had better tools than like what MS Paint would give you. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you know, have you ever gone into like a forum and saw just this like drawing thing? This was like years ago. This was like probably early 2000, maybe even earlier. It's just like all like baked into the website. And you could paint, you could draw in this little square and then post it. And some of these people were just like insane at what they were doing. Okay. Right, let's get above here. Pixel art made by the chat. Cool, okay. That's awesome. I could see that being just a mess, but as pretty much everything is when you hand steering wheel over to the chat, right? Sorry, guys. You understand. Hopefully, if you're self-aware. It's a little bit more, yeah. That color. Alright, let's get our handy dandy paintbrush. And let's start adding our darker values here. Let's go a little bit saturated than that. A little bit more orange. Probably could have separated the feet. Put them on their own layer. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Does Photoshop have the thing where you can hold Alt for the eyedropper and release back to primary? Yes. Yes. Yep. I wonder if there's a setting that you can basically turn the eraser into that. Like a toggle rather than a whole toggle. You know what I mean? Hold to crouch. Rather toggle to crouch, you know, like a video game. Nope. A little bit more red in there. Maybe purple. Crazy moons, crazy. No, darker. Yeah, I'd say that Alt, spacebar, B, and C, but Alt by far is my most used button in Photoshop. I think probably this edge. Technically, it should probably be down to here-ish. Maybe? Okay. Okay, let's go back up here. Get a little bit more higher key saturation. A little bit more red. Probably a little bit darker here. That in here as well. I think on this one, a little bit lighter. What if I put... I never really paint with wet edge on. Let's try that with this brush. Did we try that before? I wonder if we did. I think we did and I didn't like it, but... Give it another shot. Merge those two layers together. Okay. It's been a hot minute since you used Photoshop. You're about that Clip Studio life though, right? I mean, like, if there's no point to go back, there's no point to go back, right? I mean, honestly, that makes me excited. That makes me really excited to try it, because, you know, if people are making the hard switch or a more committed switch to Clip Studio, then, you know, that's something I want to explore as well. I have to try it, and I will. And maybe, yeah, like you, ZNS, I'll probably end up making the switch. Okay. This. We should probably get that strap in there, right? Still don't think it looks correct. Feet! Said, how you doing, man? It's Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Hopefully, you're not working too hard. These actually would have been good to study, eh? I think so. I'm lost. Okay, we're good. Don't worry, we're okay. Yeah, let's do this. And then... What do they say I want to do? Oh, the strap, yeah. Swiggity swirl. Swiggity swirl. Alright. Okay, stop scatting. It's TOS. It's not against it. The other scatting is, I'm assuming. By the way. No, we gotta get that closer. With Flipperino. Scatting is POS. It is. The results of it are definitely POS. POS is potentially. Depends on your diet, your fiber intake, how regular you are, etc. All right, let's get rid of some of these lines. Not that. Rid of this. Okay, so everything just is kind of in between sketch and paint, so I think we just need to get to work, right? No, we won't do that. Okay, let's go back to here. Get our paintbrush. Does it save the change that we made? No. Wet brush. Okay. Yeah, we got the couch, man. And, it wasn't without an issue, but we got it. It didn't come with any of the hardware it needed to attach the, like, legs to. It's alright. We got it set up. I drove over to a hardware store and used my superior understanding of tools and hardware and easily found the correct bolts. It took a mere 25 minutes. It's not a big deal. And then I came home and assembled my couch. Impressive, I know. You can ooh and ah now. It's time to ooh and ah. Ooh. Ah. Oh. What a big, strong grown-up. What a big, strong grown-up this guy is. Oh, wow. Thank you. You can stop now. It's a lot better than waiting on hold with store for an hour and then a week for another package. Yeah, no, thankfully we haven't had to do that. We've just had to wait. November. 3 months is all. Yeah. Just everything's on back order, right? Everything's delayed. Still waiting for the fridge. We don't have our full-size fridge. Yeah. Honestly, it's not. I'm not complaining. I am, but I'm not, because I mean, like, it's like whatever. I know that I will survive. Okay. Will survive. Okay, TOS. No, not TOS, but there's just too many letter number words these days. DNC, MA, MM, Joe Rogan. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Whatever. Snap their fingers. Snapping in fingers. What color am I trying to get? I'm trying to get... That was a little bit too saturated. I don't know. No. It needs to be a little bit more orange. I want to actually have accuracy with my line, but I can't. 'Cause I'm a vibrating boy. Child, man. What am I saying? Because I can't, because I can't draw. There we go. Got a trimmer. Alright, get this. And I find that the lasso tool is the most squirrely of tools to use on a glass surface Cintiq with a trimmer. If every time, I don't know, it changes. Like some textured brushes and some brushes can make me feel like there's some type of weird texture on them. So that's why I don't really mind the slippy slidiness of the drawing display screen, like the glass screen. But when it comes to the lasso tool, for some reason, and I think it's because it's so pixel perfect, you know, it'll show my tremors. If I just hold, yeah, it's just like... What kind of tests? The lie detector tests? What are they called? It kind of reminds me of taking one of those, because it's just... I don't know. But for my tremor. Tremor analysis person could read my tremor and be like, this dude's lying. Somehow, I don't know. Yellow in there, isn't there? Polygraph, thank you. Yes, that's exactly it, yeah. maybe the base of the foot is a little bit too big. Okay. Right. Get a little bit darker value, a little bit more brown into here. It's pretty saturated. You know what, guys? I think we're gonna call it here. A little bit more drained, I think, streaming at this time. But I'm gonna call it here, and we'll finish this feat study tomorrow. And it being Friday, we'll probably, I don't know, we'll figure out what we're gonna be working on. Probably some more hands and feet tomorrow. Well, to round off the week of hands and feet studies. What else? Yeah, I think we'll call it here. 3 hours, so we usually do about 3 hours. So I think this is probably a good time to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for we got a couple follows here. I appreciate you guys. Any lurkers, jerkers, twerkers. Thank you so much for doing that here. It's greatly appreciated. You chose this channel over any others to do that along with and I'm extremely thankful that you jerked and twerked here. But yeah, tomorrow more feet and then probably more hands. I have tons of reference still, so we'll continue on with that. If anybody wants to check out any of my socials, here is how you can do that. Is that how you spell socials? SoCals? Socials. Oh, that's why, because I'm dyslexic. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, alright. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out. We stream Monday through Friday. Starting usually at 9 a.m. We didn't do that today. 9 a.m. EST. So wherever you're at, actually don't deduct 3 hours because we didn't start at a normal time. It's all confusing. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow being Friday, TGIF. So pumped for a new episode of Boy Meets World. It's gonna be great. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Loves and hugs. I'm out. Peace.